Beneath 2 miles of solid ice, in the most hostile environment on Earth, lies a continent we have barely begun to understand. Antarctica was meant to be the last blank space on the map, a frozen wasteland with no story to tell. But satellite radar, ice-penetrating sound waves, and decades of secretive expeditions have revealed something else entirely. Buried mountain ranges, hidden lakes that haven't seen sunlight in millions of years, and anomalies that scientists still struggle to explain. What if everything we think we know about this frozen continent is incomplete? Tonight, we descend beneath the ice, through legend, through science, and through declassified history, to ask the question few dare to. What secret history is Antarctica hiding? For most of human history, Antarctica didn't exist on any map. Ancient sailors spoke of a great southern landmass, Terra Australis, a land they believed must exist to balance the continents of the north, but none had ever seen it. It wasn't until 1820 that explorers finally laid eyes on its icy coastline. Yet strangely, some ancient maps seem to depict a southern continent centuries before its official discovery, without ice. By the early 20th century, Antarctica had become the ultimate frontier, a place where men like Shackleton and Scott risked everything in a race that claimed lives. But beneath the heroic stories of survival, something stranger was happening. Expedition logs mention unexplained magnetic disturbances, sudden silences in radio equipment, and landscapes that didn't match any known geology. Modern researchers now know that Antarctica was not always a frozen desert. Fossil evidence shows that millions of years ago, this continent was covered in lush forests and roamed by dinosaurs. The ice that buries it today is, geologically speaking, a recent event, which raises an unsettling question. What was here, right before the ice closed in? In 1929, in the ruins of an Ottoman palace, historians uncovered a map that would spark a century of debate. Drawn in 1513 by Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis, it accurately showed the coastlines of South America and, controversially, what some researchers claim is the coastline of Antarctica, centuries before it was supposedly ever seen by human eyes, and even more surprisingly, appearing to show land beneath where the ice now sits. Skeptics argue the map is simply a creative or inaccurate rendering of South America's coast, misread by enthusiastic researchers. Mainstream cartographers point out that 16th century mapmakers had no means of surveying the Antarctic coastline, let alone the land beneath an ice sheet that wouldn't be properly mapped by radar until the 1950s. Still, the debate endures, because the alternative explanation is almost too strange to dismiss outright. Whether myth or genuine historical mystery, the Piri Reis map reminds us of something important. Our maps and our history are only as complete as the evidence we've managed to uncover. And in Antarctica, the evidence has been buried under ice for millions of years, waiting. In late 1946, the United States launched the largest Antarctic expedition in history, Operation High Jump. Nearly 5,000 personnel, 13 ships, and dozens of aircraft were sent to the icy continent under the command of Admiral Richard Byrd, officially to train naval personnel in cold weather operations. But the sheer scale of the mission and its abrupt end after only 8 weeks instead of the planned 6 to 8 months has fueled speculation for decades. Conspiracy theories surrounding Operation High Jump often connect it to rumors of a secret Nazi base in Antarctica, sometimes called Base 211, allegedly established during German Antarctic expeditions in the late 1930s. According to these unverified legends, the mission may have ended in retreat after encountering unexpectedly fierce resistance. Mainstream historians firmly reject this version, attributing the expedition's early end to brutal weather and logistical challenges, but the legend has never fully gone away. Most historians agree these stories are pure myth, born from Cold War paranoia and a genuine lack of declassified detail about the mission. Yet the mystery persists, precisely because so much of what happened on Operation High Jump remains, even today, only partially explained. What we do know for certain is this: Antarctica has always attracted secrecy, power, and ambition, and where there is secrecy, mystery inevitably follows. Away from legend and speculation, the real secrets of Antarctica are being uncovered through science, and what scientists have found is, in its own way, just as astonishing. Drilling deep into the ice sheet, researchers extract cylindrical ice cores that act as a frozen time capsule, preserving tiny bubbles of ancient atmosphere trapped for hundreds of thousands of years. The deepest cores recovered so far reach back nearly 800,000 years, recording dozens of ice ages and warm periods in striking detail. Layer by layer, scientists can see volcanic eruptions, shifts in solar activity, and, most alarmingly, a direct, undeniable record of how Earth's atmosphere has changed since the industrial era began. But beyond climate data, ice cores have revealed something stranger. Evidence of ancient organic material, pollen, microbes, and even traces of life, frozen in conditions once thought completely sterile. Some samples have shown microorganisms that, remarkably, can be revived after hundreds of thousands of years in suspended animation. Every new core drilled pushes our knowledge of Earth's past further back in time, and somewhere beneath the oldest, deepest ice, scientists believe, lies a record stretching back over 1 million years, holding answers to questions we haven't even thought to ask yet. Perhaps the most extraordinary discovery beneath Antarctica's ice isn't in the ice at all, it's underneath it. Scientists have identified over 400 subglacial lakes, bodies of liquid water trapped beneath miles of ice, kept unfrozen by geothermal heat and immense pressure. The largest of these, Lake Vostok, is roughly the size of Lake Ontario and has been sealed off from the outside world for an estimated 15 to 25 million years. In 2012, after years of careful drilling, Russian scientists finally breached the surface of Lake Vostok, and what they found stunned the scientific community. Despite extreme cold, total darkness, and crushing pressure, the lake harbored thousands of unique microbial species, many unlike anything previously cataloged on Earth. If life can thrive in such an extreme, isolated environment, the implications reach far beyond Antarctica. This discovery has profound implications beyond our own planet. NASA and other space agencies now study Antarctica's subglacial lakes as the closest analog on Earth to environments found on icy moons like Europa and Enceladus, worlds that may also hide oceans of liquid water beneath frozen crusts, and possibly, life. In other words, by exploring what lies beneath Antarctica's ice, we may be rehearsing for the discovery of life somewhere else entirely, out among the icy moons of our own solar system. Naturally, where there are unanswered questions, speculation fills the gaps. Online communities have proposed everything from lost ancient civilizations to extraterrestrial bases hidden beneath the ice, theories with no scientific support, but that persist because Antarctica remains, even today, one of the least explored places on the planet. Less than 0.5% of its ice-free bedrock has ever been directly examined by human eyes. What science does confirm is fascinating enough without exaggeration. Beneath the ice lies an entire hidden mountain range, the Gamburtsev Mountains, comparable in scale to the Alps, yet completely buried and unseen by human eyes until radar mapping revealed its existence in the 1950s. There are also massive canyons, some deeper than the Grand Canyon, carved by ancient rivers that flowed before the ice ever formed. And then there's the truly strange data, gravitational anomalies detected by satellites, a massive unexplained dense mass beneath the Wilkes Land region, large enough that some scientists initially speculated it could be the remnant of an ancient asteroid impact, possibly linked to one of Earth's great mass extinctions. No civilization, no hidden base, but something arguably more profound, a record of cataclysmic events that shaped life on Earth, preserved by accident beneath a continent of ice. The truth, as it often is, turns out to be stranger and more important than the myth. So, what is the secret history hidden under Antarctica's ice? It isn't a lost city, or a hidden army, or a buried alien craft. It's something quieter, and in many ways, more remarkable. A continent that holds the most complete natural archive of our planet's past. Its climates, its life, its catastrophes, sealed away and waiting, patiently, for us to keep listening. Every ice core drilled, every lake explored, every buried mountain mapped brings us closer to understanding not just Antarctica's past, but our own future. The ice is melting, and with it, a window into Earth's deepest history is slowly closing. Thank you for exploring this frozen mystery with us. If you enjoyed this journey beyond the ice, subscribe to Beyond Explanation, and join us next time as we uncover another secret the world has tried to forget. And perhaps that is what makes Antarctica so fascinating. In an age when satellites can map almost every corner of our planet and technology allows us to see farther than ever before, there is still a place that refuses to give up all of its secrets. Beneath miles of ancient ice lies a world that has remained hidden for millions of years, a world of forgotten landscapes, buried mountains, isolated lakes, and mysteries that continue to challenge everything we think we know about our planet. The truth is that Antarctica reminds us of something important. No matter how advanced we become, there are still frontiers left to explore. There are still questions without answers and discoveries waiting to be made. And perhaps the greatest secret hidden beneath Antarctica's ice is not what we have already found, but what we have yet to discover. If you enjoyed this journey into one of Earth's greatest mysteries, be sure to subscribe to Beyond Explanation, leave a like, and tell us in the comments. What do you think is still hidden beneath Antarctica's ice? Until our next exploration, keep questioning, keep wondering, and keep looking beyond explanation.